Since the birth of the timeline, day by day our I Am presence has been gently increasing the frequency of vibration within our earthly bodies. This is occurring in ways we have never before experienced. This acceleration is possible because of the assistance we are being given by the beings of light from our grand central sun. Permission for this divine intervention has been given by our I Am presence due to the urgency of the hour. This increase in vibration is being accomplished in perfect alignment with our individual divine plans and the highest good for all concerned. What our Father, Mother God want us to realize is that the shifts Mother Earth and humanity experienced many changed everything, especially our ability to manifest changes in our lives and to empower a new heart-based life path. The activity of light we are being called to recalibrate today involves the template for the new Earth, which is being transfigured into a new 5th dimensional crystalline solar Earth and life path in the realms of cause. If you have the heart call to participate in this holy endeavor, please join with the company of heaven and light workers around the world now. Dear one, breathe in deeply and go within to the divinity of your heart flame. Listen carefully to these words, which are stated in the first person, so that we will each experience this activity of light personally. Know, however, that we are also invoking this new 5th dimensional crystalline solar template through the I Am presence of every person on Earth in perfect alignment with each one's divine plan and highest good. Please follow me through this activity of light with the full power of your attention and your divine intentions. And we begin. I am my I Am presence, and I am one with the I Am presence of every person on Earth. As one unified heart flame and a consciousness of comprehensive divine love, I invoke my Father, Mother God, and the Legion of Light from our grand central sun. During this cosmic moment, I am being held in the arms of God's divine grace. Within this force field of infinite light, I am able to instantaneously manifest change in my life. My I Am presence is now pushing every facet of my life that I want and need to change to the surface of my conscious mind. As each of these things pass before my mind's eye, I acknowledge them and I cast them into the brand new frequencies of the 5th dimensional crystalline solar violet flame. Within the unfathomable frequencies of this solar violet flame, every particle and wave of energy associated with the things I want and need to change in my life begin the gentle process of being transfigured back into light. As this occurs, I forgive myself for any deliberate or inadvertent transgressions of the universal laws of oneness, divine love, and reverence for life that I have made in any time frame or dimension, both known and unknown. With deep gratitude, I love this precious life energy back into its original perfection. I am grateful for this opportunity to change the things in my life that are no longer serving my highest good. As these changes take place within me, instantaneously, I experience an inner calm and a deep sense of peace. Through my sincere heart call, the divine power to sustain these changes is now flowing into my heart flame from the very heart of my Father, Mother God. With every breath I take, this gift of divine power is daily and hourly being intensified by my I Am presence. I am now ready to transfigure into brand new 5th dimensional crystalline solar frequencies, the divine template for the new Earth and my life path, which are pulsating in the realms of cause. From this moment forth, I consecrate my life force into manifesting a life of oneness, divine love, reverence for all life, eternal peace, God's infinite abundance, vibrant health, eternal youth, and everything else that supports my highest good and assists me in fulfilling my divine purpose and reason for being. I now lift my consciousness up and I experience myself ascending into the realms of illumined truth. I instantaneously pass through the portals of suns beyond suns into the full embrace of our grand central sun. In deep humility and gratitude, I enter the pure land of boundless splendor and infinite light, which is the very heart of my Father, Mother God. Within this exquisite light, I see the entire company of heaven, including the beings of light from our grand central sun, Sanat and Luz, standing in readiness. They have come to help humanity's collective I Am presence transfigure the template for our new earth and life path into the higher frequency of a 5th dimensional crystalline solar new earth and life path. As one unified consciousness, the beings of light breathe into their heart flames from the heart of our Father, Mother God, the most intensified frequencies of 5th dimensional crystalline solar light that humanity is capable of receiving at a cellular level. On their holy breath, these messengers of God breathe this light into every person's heart flame. This is the light I will use to transfigure the template for the new earth and life path into the template for the 5th dimensional crystalline solar new earth and life path. The patterns of perfection for this transfiguration are being revealed to me now by my I Am presence. With the divine intervention of my I Am presence and the beings of light from our grand central sun, I am now transfiguring to brand new 5th dimensional patterns of perfection, the divine template for the 5th dimensional crystalline solar new earth and life path. Within these new patterns of perfections, I am a beloved child of God, and I am expressing my full divine potential as a loving and heart-based being of light. As I sojourn through my earthly experiences, I am enveloped in the invincible power and protection of my Father, Mother God's comprehensive divine love and light. I am manifesting through accelerated divine alchemy my vibrantly healthy and eternally youthful 5th dimensional crystalline physical, etheric, mental, and emotional solar light bodies. God's comprehensive divine love perpetually flows through my heart flame, blessing all life and magnetizing wonderful, loving relationships into every area of my existence. Every day, I am open and receptive to the infinite flow of God's abundance. I am joyfully fulfilling my divine purpose and reason for being, and I am financially and creatively rewarded. I am reaching my highest divine potential in all of my relationships as a daughter or son, a woman or man, a wife or husband, a mother or father, a grandmother or grandfather, as a relative, a friend, a co-worker, a teacher, a way shower, a steward of Mother Earth, a light worker, and a co-creator of heaven on earth. I am able to easily communicate openly and honestly with everyone, and I am a compassionate and thoughtful listener. My I Am presence intuitively guides me, and I easily receive information and viable solutions to the various situations surfacing in my life. I am able to easily and effectively implement these solutions in practical and tangible ways. I am a multi-dimensional being of light. I abide simultaneously in both the pure land of boundless splendor and infinite light, and in the physical world of form on Mother Earth. With every breath, I am the open door for the light of God and the ever-expanding 5th dimensional crystalline solar patterns of perfection that I am now receiving intuitively from the very core of creation. I now know and accept that through the unified efforts of heaven and earth, we have God victoriously transfigured the template for the new earth and life path into a new 5th dimensional crystalline solar template for Mother Earth and humanity's life path in the realms of cause. Many people believe that in order to be spiritual, you need to adhere to a strict way of life. You need to live by a certain set of rules if you want to lay claim to being spiritual. If you are aiming to achieve ascension or enlightenment, then I agree that you need to fully commit and be disciplined. But what about all the people who are just looking for a happier, more fulfilling life through spirituality? Should the same discipline be applied? Discipline is such a highly regarded trait in our society, but does discipline make us better or more limited? Is there a point where discipline does more harm than good? Whoever said that you have to be a vegetarian in order to be spiritual? Where is it written that you can only listen to relaxing music if you are spiritual? Someone told me a few weeks ago that they are completely avoiding sugar because they are now on a spiritual path. Curious as to what zero sugar intake has to do with being on your spiritual path, I asked the obvious question, why? The person gave me a strange look as if to say, isn't it obvious? I never got an answer as the person turned away to start a conversation with someone else, and the moment was gone. That same week, I participated in a group meditation on indulgences. In the meditation, you had to think of something you indulge in. As you can imagine, many things popped into my mind, ranging from a good novel to eating a bag of chips, enjoying a glass of wine, coffee, chocolate. Needless to say, it's a long list. It made me smile just thinking about it. It's the little things in life that can bring me so much joy. So while I was sitting there smiling and feeling good about myself, the meditation shifted gear. All of a sudden, I was asked to imagine myself overindulging in my indulgence. For example, if your indulgence is chocolate, you eat yourself sick. It was at this point that I was beginning to struggle with the meditation. I have many indulgences that I allow myself because I am of the opinion that life should be enjoyed. I also know from experience that when I allow myself these indulgences and feel good about it, I never feel the need to overindulge. In the end, I chose to stop participating in this particular meditation because I did not want to imagine myself overindulging in anything. It just didn't feel right to me. However, I can see the benefit in a meditation like this if you have a true addiction to something that you just can't stop overindulging in. The key word here is overindulging. There is a big difference between a life-enhancing indulgence and harmful overindulgence. This is important to understand because thinking that all indulgences are bad for you is a very unbalanced approach to spirituality. What I have come to realize is that some people seem to think that if you restrict yourself from anything pleasurable, you become more spiritual. The foundation for this belief can be found in many religions, which teach us that discipline and suffering make you a more spiritual being. In my opinion, to restrict or deny yourself does not make you more or less spiritual, nor does it fast-track you down the spiritual path. I believe that we are here to experience life, not take the joy out of it, because we choose a spiritual path. I am a great believer in balance. For example, now and then I listen to heavy metal music. At first, I was reluctant to share this bit of truth about myself because I know from experience that some spiritually minded people frown upon this type of indulgence. And that is exactly why I decided to share this tidbit of information. I know that I enjoy it, and so I refuse to deny this part of myself because I love and accept myself enough to own this indulgence and feel good about it. Does it make me less spiritual? Certainly not. It just makes me someone who can appreciate spirituality in all things. Do I become a less centered and clear person if I enjoy a good steak? Absolutely not. But I do spare a grateful thought to the cow. Do I become a less loving person if I allow anger or frustration to show? No way. We are multifaceted individuals with a huge array of emotions that are to be experienced, not labeled as good and bad. You don't need to suppress the so-called bad emotions simply because they don't fit the worldly view of being a spiritual person. At our core, we are all spiritual beings, regardless of how we live our lives. If you are not pursuing enlightenment, then enjoy your spiritual journey with a healthy dose of balance. Stop being critical of yourself just because you've eaten 2 cookies instead of 1, or because you've enjoyed a glass of wine. You're not a less spiritual person if you enjoy dancing in a nightclub or reading a good thriller. Personally, I try to live my life by keeping these 2 simple rules in the forefront of my mind. 1. Harm no one. 2. Spread love and light wherever I go. Everything else in life is open for discussion and available to be experienced. The choice is mine, or yours. So in the spirit of being spiritual, don't forget to have fun and do whatever makes your heart sing. Take the limit off what it means to be spiritual. Remove the judgments. They don't serve your highest evolution. Being balanced is a healthy and wonderful way to live.